If you go to Sri Lanka, chances are pretty high that you'll be headed to at least one of these destinations I'm including in today's episode. I am going to show you the ultimate 4-day itinerary for Sigiriya, Kandy, and the famous train ride to Ella. If you're new here, my name is Camilla, and for the last 3 years, I've been making travel series from around the world here on my YouTube channel. Jon and I just spent 1 month in Sri Lanka. In this series, we're sharing our experience on this lovely island full of rich culture, friendly locals, and an impeccable food scene. Before we start, I invite you to subscribe so you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And if you want me to make more videos like these, hit the thumbs up button. Now, let's start off our journey by headed to Sigiriya and exploring some of the most important sites in Sri Lanka. How to get to Sigiriya depends on where in Sri Lanka you're located, but we started our journey in Weligama by the coast. Sigiriya is located in the middle of the country, so a bit out of the way if you're in Weligama, Galle, or Colombo. The drive took around 5-6 hours. We took a few pit stops along the way to grab some food, but one place really stood out. This area is where 90% of all the pineapples in Sri Lanka are grown. And we just stopped to get some pineapple because that's what they're famous for. Thank you so much. A while after, we finally made it to our humble homestay. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. and we just got to Sigiriya. It is a homestay right next to Lion's Rock, so we literally have a view, and the rock, you can't see it, but it's right over there. Okay, so some information about this place. It is called Water Guest Sigiriya, and it basically has 3 floors, and it's a little tower run by this Sri Lankan family, which we already got along with really well. They're super nice. I booked it because of the good reviews it had, and this guest house cost us $7 for 2 people, including breakfast. I will say goodnight, and we will see you tomorrow morning where we're gonna climb Lion's Rock. Good night! Good morning from our first day here in Sigiriya. We woke up at 5 a.m. and it's now 5:30 and we are headed for our first hike. It's already looking like it's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Can you see it a little bit there? Also, while we wait for a driver or a scooter, let me quickly show you outside where we're staying, and it's so cute. So it's donation based, and you give around 1,000 rupees per person, and then you get tickets like this. Now we are about to climb it, but since in the beginning of the hike we are passing some holy temples, that's why we have to cover up with these sarongs. Yeah, but it's only in the beginning of the hike, and then we can take it off after. I read that at some parts you have to climb. We're only 8 minutes into our walk and we're so out of shape. We already needed a water break. Heads up, if you're hiking this mountain, it's pretty steep in the beginning and then it's supposed to even out a little bit. And also it's not a long hike, so it's probably going to be worth it. Sigiriya is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the best preserved examples of ancient urban planning. That's really cool. Woohoo! We made it! It was more like a 20-minute hike than a 30. Okay guys, so we made it to Pitarungala. and we are pretty much alone here, as I said over there, except a few dogs and some killer bees. While we're sitting here, we look directly at Lion's Rock, and what do we see?
A huge line. And luckily, it's not an ad, but thanks to my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, I'm able to zoom in and I can literally see what the people are wearing.
Yeah.
And that staircase that leads up to the rock is just jammed with people.
It is.
And I'm not about that life. I like it from here. We're all alone. There's that dog right there coming.
Hey, buddy.
This rock, Lion's Rock, it's spectacular to look at from Pirungalala. But what's the point of hiking all that with the crowds in this heat when we're really good right here?
Yes, we do, but I feel like since we're here in Sri Lanka, in Sigiriya, you kind of have to do it. It's kind of like going to Paris without going to the Eiffel Tower, or...
I have never been in the Eiffel Tower and do not plan on going. I've seen it, so I get to say that I've seen it and I've been near it. That's about it.
Okay, so I guess let us know in the comments below, would you chill here at this mountain and say thank you, that was all you need, or would you make it to Lion's Rock?
Last point about that is that this hike is almost free.
Right? It is free, it's donation based.
Yeah, it's donation based, so that's why it's almost free. Lion's Rock is like...
It'll be $60 for the
$60 for us to go up.
We probably should have visited Lion's Rock too, but with the crowds and the heat, we decided not to and headed back down.
So now you're here, but now we gotta do all this down there. Oh, the dog was watching over you.
Climb this rock, what time is good to come? It was really cool to come here for sunrise.
Wore runny sneakers.
Yeah, but we just passed people that were walking here in flip-flops. I recommend filming all the cool places like the Buddha and stuff on your way down, so you don't get stuck filming and meet all the crowds upstairs. Those are my tips, guys. And let me know in the comments below if you made it to this mountain. And which one was your favorite, this one or Lion's Rock? I am currently eating hoppers with coconut sambal. Cheers.
Cheers.
After breakfast, we got a beautiful tour of Anjula's garden, which he and his family have grown over the years. The coconut flesh, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's like the best coconut I've had, I think.
Avocado.
Wait, you have an avocado tree?
Avocado flowers.
I need this whole tree with me to New York. Ayurveda tree, so it's like
Myra in the peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock in the leg, same here.
Oh, they are the same shape.
Yeah.
Sri Lankan curries.
Yeah.
This is definitely in it. Ah, I can eat it.
After machine in the finishing, you taste it. To finish, the same job.
Yes, the lentils, no?
Yeah.
So this is how they look before they're like cooked into your yellow curry or dal curry or.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. This was one of our favorite homestays in all of Sri Lanka. Perfect location, super nice family, and very clean. If you have a full day in Sigiriya, you definitely have time to hike both Pirungalala and Lion's Rock. And now we are headed to Kandy. Our driver is picking us up very soon. So yeah, as I said, this guest house has 3 rooms and we got the top one, and we're just surrounded by rice fields, a beautiful garden, and ta-da! Lion's Rock in the back. So this is their beautiful homestay. She's the boss, right? Makes the best coconut sambal. So again, I can't recommend this place enough. It's literally right in front of us is Lion's Rock, and they have a beautiful homestay here with an incredible garden. Okay, see you guys later. Bye. But since we skipped Lions Rock, we decided to get an early start on our drive to Kandy instead. We drove around Sigiriya for a while, looking for hidden gems and monkeys in the beautiful lush nature that surrounded us. And after a while, we were lucky and spotted some. The drive to Kandy took a bit longer than 2 hours, and I can't stress enough how nice it was to have our own driver Brasa drive us around. If you are in Sri Lanka, I highly recommend choosing him just because you've been driving us everywhere. I'll leave the WhatsApp number below.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. See you in Kandy. You can be really unlucky a lot of time ordering cars with the Pick Me Up. So when we found Brasa, we stayed with him for almost the entirety of our trip. Another important factor when you decide to go for long drives through Sri Lanka is to make sure your driver has enough fuel. It's impossible to not continue talking about the ongoing crisis in Sri Lanka. The fuel and food shortage is really impacting the country right now. Jon and I explained the crisis in our first episode of this series to give you guys some context and understanding about what is going on there. While driving to Kandy, it was hard to miss the people waiting for the bus because they had no fuel for their cars, and the long lines of people waiting at the gas stations we were passing. Okay, so we just got to Kandy after a few hours of driving, and let me show you our hotel rooms. You can check out last week's episode for the full hotel tour of all the places we stayed in this episode. We only spent one night in Kandy, so we decided to go and get some food and check out the city center.
The dosa I ordered has potato and leek filling. This is all vegan. It's really good. We ordered so much food and it only came out to 780 rupees, which is like less than $2, I think.
I know there is so much more to do here, like the botanical garden and the famous tower, plus more. But we just made a pit stop and went to bed early so we could be well rested for the 7-hour-long train ride we had the next day. Good morning from Kandy. We are here at the train station and I just got attacked by a crow. It literally landed in my hair. Maybe you thought it was a bird's nest because it's so messy. But anyway, we are here at the train station here in Kandy and we are taking the super famous train from Kandy to Ella, and it's a 7-hour train ride, and we don't think they have food on the train. I see that they have like random local sellers that come onto the train and sell like a bunch of random stuff. But we have chips for days and Jon just got a lot of donuts and we have water, so we are supposedly good.
Correction, I did not get a lot of donuts. I got 2 donuts and some other stuff that are savory.
Also, I wanted to say that there are several ways of getting the tickets for these trains, and you can buy it at the station the same day, and I think then you can only get the 3rd class, which is supposed to be the most authentic and the coolest one. But because we have so much luggage, or I have so much luggage because of one, camera gear and yoga outfits and everything, we had to get 2nd class seats. So we had to book through an agency and they were super helpful. I'll link the name of them right here. And then we paid actually a lot for our tickets. We paid $18 per person. And these tickets I think are originally just a few dollars, but it's worth it when we got the tickets delivered to our hotel last night. And then they were super helpful with getting the tickets, again, last minute. Hopefully it'll be worth it. I'll take you guys along and hopefully we get some cute pictures hanging out of the doors and maybe the windows, I'm not sure. But yeah, very excited, and we will get on the train very soon. See you. There are other train rides you can take that are shorter, for example the train from Nuwara Elia to Ella. It's only around 2 hours. But I was honestly so happy we had a long train ride. The 7 hours went by super fast. And my tip, if you want your iconic Instagram photo or reel, make sure to take the photos early on when you leave Kandy, because the closer you get to Ella, the more crowded the train gets. And don't be shy to ask somebody to help you take the photos. So we are actually so high up that this happened to my potato chips. I'm also so happy we had seats because the car behind us was 3rd class and people were standing for 7 hours. Overall though, this was a very beautiful train ride and a lot to see along the way. So we are now 6 hours into this train ride. We should be in Ella in 1 hour and I'm super excited. We've lost, for a heads up though, we have Mobitel and we have lost reception a lot of the way. I will update you guys when we are in Ella, but so far the views have been really beautiful. And my favorite part is of course when we pull up to the train station, so we see all the locals and passing the tea farms and stuff like that. But yeah, really, really cool. Hello! We made it. The platform is packed. Wait in this line to walk back down there and then you get there. We just checked into our new hotel room here in Ella for 2 nights. The view from this hotel is showing us Ella Rock right in front and we have a big balcony. And then Little Adams Peak is up there and our host told us that that takes around 2 hours. And then over there is Ella Rock and that takes around...
She said 5 hours, but I think she went up and down now.
Yeah, that's what she said, up and down. So we will figure out tonight if we can do a hike that big. We are gonna go and head to find something to eat now. I'll bring you guys there and then we'll see you at the restaurant. We took a tuk-tuk up the city center of Ella and decided to eat at a place called Rainbow Cafe. It had a big vegan sign outside, so I guess I got lured in. It was definitely not a vegan place, but they did have some options and I ended up having nachos, fries, and curry as I was starving after a long day. The menu looked better than the food and I was happy to find something I could eat, but the food was not the best. Overall, it was a cozy place with a very cute dog entertaining the guests. We ended the night early and made sure to get some well-deserved sleep. Good morning guys from our first morning here in Ella. And if you saw our room last night, you can see that we are now in a different room. And that is because last night we had an ant situation or an ant emergency. And yeah, as a heads up, if you're coming to Sri Lanka, you do have to expect ants in 99% of the places you go, and it's been totally fine and we've been living with them. But yesterday it got a little out of control, like they were coming out of the walls in the bathroom and going along the shower and on the towels, and yeah, they invaded the whole bathroom, so we almost couldn't use it. So now this morning they gave us a new room, I guess a bigger room with more space, and we have an even better view from the balcony. So right now we are outside in the garden of where we're staying, and it's pretty cool because we are now probably staying at the highest place we've ever stayed in. We are at 1,100 meters above sea level, and now we're gonna head for breakfast first. We're gonna head into Ella town. It's even further up on a mountain, so that will be the tallest breakfast we ever had. And then we're gonna head to Nine Arch Bridge after and check out what it's all about. And since this episode is all about the perfect itinerary, I will give you the recommendations now. On day 3, you should hike up the 2 main mountains here in Ella, Little Adams Peak and Ella Rock. It's several guided tours that take you to both places in one day and it looks really beautiful. I can't say for sure how hard the hike is, but from what I've seen on other YouTube channels, it seems okay. Like you don't have to be a pro athlete. It's supposed to be really nice during sunrise and sunset too. When you come back from your hike, you should head to town again and eat at any of the restaurants on the main street. But I do recommend Chill Cafe for both breakfast and dinner. We had so much good food there and the service was really good too. We just finished having breakfast at Chill Cafe and that was actually recommended to us from our tuk-tuk driver. And then also on Happy Cow and online it has really good reviews. It has vegan options as well. So that's pretty cool, and the staff was cool and the internet was really good. Everyone should know, if you are a digital nomad or you just need internet, they had the fastest Wi-Fi we've seen in Sri Lanka. Yeah, we just need to do a lot of work today, so we're gonna do that first. But yeah, let me show you this cute store. So because the internet was so good at Chill Cafe, we decided to spend the whole day there and not do any sightseeing. We had so much work that had to be done, so it was such a blessing to find a place with high-speed internet, which is pretty rare in Sri Lanka. So yeah, we're just going to continue working and then we will head to the Colombo area tomorrow. I'll let you know later tonight. Really cool place and great internet. On day 4 and your last day, you should try to wake up before the sun and head to Nine Arch Bridge. This is one of the main attractions in all of Sri Lanka, so be there early. It makes such a difference. So we made it to one of the viewpoints. You can see the bridge right there, and there's nobody here. It's currently 6:05 and yeah, there's nobody here. We woke up at 5 a.m. and was climbing down to the bridge around 5:30. We were completely alone, except for this one little deer. It was such a cool experience to see this beautiful structure not crowded with tourists. Okay guys, so yeah, we did find the famous Instagram spot here, right in front of Nine Arch Bridge. And keep in mind, you do have to hike down some tea plantation hills, and then you make it to this point. And again, it's now 7:30 and it's not a lot of people here at all, and the lighting is beautiful. We're gonna try to get some other angles, and yeah, this is just so fun, and it's really cool to see it. Like the bridge?
It is glorious. Actually, this might be the prettiest bridge I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's really
Right?
cool, yeah. Slowly but surely though, more people started showing up around 7, but still not crowded. One thing that was hard to find out was when the train would go by, because the train routes changes all the time. But we later found out we could have asked our tuk-tuk driver, they supposedly know most of the routes. After getting all the shots we wanted, we headed back around 7:30, and by that time, there was a bit of a crowd there. That pretty much sums up our 4-day itinerary. We are headed to Galle and Unawatuna in the next episode, so make sure to follow along for those places too. I hope you found these tips helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions about our 1-month trip to Sri Lanka. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to Sri Lanka or planning to go. I've said it a lot, but Sri Lanka has so much to offer, and I can't recommend this country enough. As long as you prepare and know what you're traveling to, you'll be fine. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit the subscribe and like button. It really makes a difference. It tells YouTube to show it to more like-minded, amazing people like yourself, and it helps my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy that you're enjoying this Sri Lanka series, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye!